2025 is over. 1 year of movies is over, and I thought it would be a cool movie idea to tell you my top 10 favorite movies of 2025. I thought I would keep it simple, that's why I just said top 10, because first of all I didn't even watch that many movies from this year, and also there weren't very many I actually liked, so I thought top 10 is actually perfect. And I have to also say there are a couple of films and movies I haven't seen yet, so they might actually be on the top 10 list, but one that comes to my mind is Sinners. I haven't watched that one yet, and everyone tells me it's very good. I also didn't watch the Superman movie, which also apparently is pretty good. I didn't watch the Avatar yet, so there are a couple missing. These are just the ones I saw. So yeah, let's start. I will go, this time I will actually sort them from the beginning so we can build up to the first place. And the first movie on the list, I hope it works how I had to, in OBS, my recording program, I had to cut out that it only records a part of my screen, and I hope I didn't fuck up the measurements, so let's hope this works. But anyway, first movie on the list is wait a second, yeah, here, Good Boy. So it's 10th place. Wait a second, hold on guys, we have to show numbers, even though it's gonna make it wider, and I'm afraid it could push everything out of frame, but yeah, let's just gamble on it. Yeah, so Good Boy, very interesting movie. By the way, obviously in this video there are gonna be slight spoilers, so if you haven't seen any of the movies, maybe I make a caption into the video so you can see which movies which, but yeah, be careful, there might be spoilers. So the movie is about, basically the whole movie is out of the perspective of the dog, how he like, how do you say, how he sees life, maybe, and he's with his master, best friend, however you want to call it, and the guy is, I don't even want to spoil this, it's I don't know, so because it's like more of an interpretation, I don't know if that's what it meant, but to me it kind of felt like the movie tries to depict how dogs feel and process painful events, or grief maybe also. So on the surface it might seem like a horror movie or something, but I felt like it was more of a maybe even philosophical movie. Of course there were horror elements, and guys, the dog is so cute, and such a good actor. Like, Good Boy fits perfectly. I'm not even sure, but I think he even got nominated for an Oscar or something, or maybe that was just a joke, I don't know. But yeah, this movie was very interesting, something new, something refreshing, but it was very short, and honestly I also think it kinda lacked substance. There wasn't much story, it's just, you basically just keep, it's one scene after another of the dog doing things and seeing things and witnessing things. So overall it's just not that good. I was bored a couple of times, let's say it like this, but because it was so special, such a special movie with the dog as a main role. And the dog was very good actor. I still put it on the list, but as 10th place. So yeah, that's Good Boy for you. Okay. Next on the list is Bring Her Back. Bring Her Back horror movie. It's about a woman that kind of like discovers a way to revive people by stuffing them into other people, but not their body, their soul. Like they turn the soul of the dead person and put it into the living person. And as you can think for yourself, this works at the beginning, but then of course it turns out you can't fuck around with those things and shit's going down. But this movie just was visually very good, very tense. You didn't really know what the fuck is going on till the end, pretty much. And even after the end, it was still like, what the fuck just happened? I like the ending though, because usually, like, this movie has a lot of typical possession type horror movie cliches, and you already think the movie will end in a certain way, but then it turned out to end differently than most of these movies, so that was kind of refreshing. Acting also great, very great. And yeah, overall a fun movie, but also kind of lacked a bit substance to me. It wasn't pretty bland. I don't know how to say, like, it was very dragged out, but the scenes were just very good. Some of there's a scene where he bites on a knife, and oh my god, it looks so real, very crazy. Yeah, pretty good movie, but to me still only 9th place for today, for this list. Okay, next movie is called Companion. This was a very unexpected good movie. I went into this movie thinking, yeah, it's probably gonna be one of those rated 6 on IMDb, slightly fun but mostly mediocre movies. But this one actually surprised me. It was pretty fun, a pretty fun experience. It right away, like, I was sure I figured out what the plot is gonna be, and right away they just said fuck you, and the movie went in a total different direction than I thought. Like, I was actually surprised, and that was also the point where I got excited about the movie. And yeah, it was funny. For example, for me as German, it was even more fun, because I watched it in English, but in one scene. So I will say like roughly how the movie is. It's about AI a bit, and AI robots and AI companions maybe also, that's why it's called Companion. And what did I want to say? Fuck, now I forgot. Guys, oh my god, sorry, I had so many strings in my head that I forgot the original one. But yeah, I will just keep talking about the movie. Maybe I can remember it. But yeah, so right away the movie just set the tone completely different. And oh yeah, I remember watch this with friends, but also alone. It's a fun experience, and as I said, there's multiple occasions where things happened I did not expect will happen. So, very interesting movie, and definitely one of the better AI companion type movies. There was one with Megan Fox that was movie wise horrible, but I gotta admit the robot looked pretty good. Okay, next movie. The only. Oh, wait a second. No, yeah, the only Marvel movie on this list kind of surprised me actually. Fantastic Four. I did not expect to like this movie, but I was genuinely surprised. I love that they finally showed one of the craziest villains in Marvel Universe, which always just got slightly mentioned before, but never really appeared. And finally, he appeared too. Kind of random that he appears in a Fantastic Four movie, but I guess it was like a setup, kind of the same they did with Thanos when they just sprinkled them into the movies. And I guess at one point Galactus will be like the main villain of the movie and be way more overpowered than he was in this one. But yeah, fun movie. New cast is okay. For the longest time I didn't get who the hell the flame guy was, because I kept thinking, man, I know this fucking face, but where do I know it from? And turns out it's the guys from Stranger Things, the Eddie guy with the long hair that sacrifices himself against the bats. But yeah, fun movie, nice visuals, cool fights, cool story. As I said, Galactus is super cool, and I hope it will be an interesting enemy. But the negative things for me were very cheesy, as most Marvel movies are. And the boss, or Galactus himself, the main enemy, the entire movie they build him up how overpowered he is and blah blah blah, and then he does like the most stupid thing possible and gets beaten in the most stupid way too. That was something I did not like. It almost felt like, oh damn, we ran out of budget, so let's just wrap this fight up as fast as possible and go and call it a day, So that was my opinion, but still very fun movie, cool visuals, Return of the Silver Surfer, very cool character too. And yeah, let's see how this continue. I'm pretty sure I heard they will make appearances in Avengers, but sorry if I'm wrong. By the way, the Avengers also got announced. Okay, next movie is, I gotta find the right. Oh, there, I have it already. Predator Badlands. 5th place. So the reason why I'm the biggest Alien and Predator stuff fan base, one of the biggest fans. So usually these movies would end in the top 3 probably, but this one had a couple of flaws. So first of all, it's definitely a unique movie, just a different type of Predator movie, which is good, but also at the same time has bad things about it. Yeah, strong action, also very nice visuals, and yeah, also kind of a fresh perspective of things, because different feeling. But then again, also not so good things about it is I think it deviates too much from the original way you viewed the Predators. Like, it was almost childish in a way, and to me I think it would be cooler to keep the Predators as unhuman as possible, make them more and just also stick to your franchise, just make it how it was good. By the way, some fucking freak is talking outside all the time and it pisses me off. That's why I keep losing my focus, because there's some drunk guy or whatever. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, it was also a kind of like Fantastic Four, just a very fun movie, very very fun, good visuals, but again, if you're a Predator fan, you probably had your issues with it like I had, because I'd rather have it stick to the original formula. That's why I loved Prey so much, the latest Predator movie, because he still was just a killer machine. No talking, just boom boom boom. He comes on Earth and just battles all the strongest enemies. But again, it's a fresh perspective, very fun movie. Definitely you should watch it. It was very fun, and there's a reason why it landed on my top 10 list, but only on 6th place. Okay, next movie. Also kind of a surprise, to be honest, but no clue which of these is the right cover. I think this looks the closest. Frankenstein movie. Oh no, that's it. Maybe it's both, but that I recognize the characters. This was very surprising to me how good this movie was. I liked how deep they went into oh my god, I can anatomy of the human, and how I will call it graphic. The whole building process was very very interesting. Very cool story. I like how it was split up in two parts, and the monster part was just 10 out of 10. Really really amazing. Really 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 amazing. Scenery amazing. Like, maybe cinema wise, like from how it's made, I think this could be even the best movie on the list. Like, it was just so epic. Everything was so epic and well shot. The scenery, everything was crazy. But I think it was a bit too long. Some scenes got dragged out unnecessarily, which annoyed me a lot, to be honest. But other than that, this movie was so good. And by the way, what a lot of people don't know, and I realized that because I talked about it with others, Frankenstein is the name of the professor. The monster is not called Frankenstein. The monster is literally just called the monster, basically. So that's not his name, just so you know. And yeah, the entire story around it is pretty simple, I would say. Like the classic, yeah, very very classic and basic story. But I mean, Frankenstein's very old book, so it's, of course it's like that every time. Yeah, but definitely you should watch the movie. I really liked it. Okay, next movie what the hell is this? What is this even about? I wanna know. Very dramatic, very dramatic, sad scenes, super interesting story. Just to sum it up, basically, it's like a game created by the United States. It feels like it's in a post-war scenario. It feels like it's like post-war, and America is not doing well, and people don't have food and stuff. And every year there is this game called the Long Walk, and from each state from America, one guy can attend and participate on the Long Walk. And it's literally just like the title says, they just walk. And the last one to keep walking wins. Like, I don't know, I think it was, they can wish for everything they want. If they win, they can wish anything they want. Like, even, for example, they could even wish, let me kill 50 people, for example, and they would be allowed to do it. Very dramatic, very good movie. This is definitely one of the movies where I don't want to talk anything about it, because this one you should really not even accidentally get spoiled. This one spoiled. Yeah, very fun movie. Had also a couple of plot twists which I did not expect, and just the whole premise is very interesting. So yeah, genius movie, very good. Next movie, third place, Bugonia. Super fun movie. Super fun movie. I love conspiracy shit anyway, not because I believe in it, or maybe in some of them I do believe, but it's just so fun to me to see these videos in the first place and how people argue. And in this movie there's basically two people who are completely, like, how they call it, red pilled, and they think they discovered the truth, and they basically kidnap a woman because they think she's an alien, and they have their own theories why, all this conspiracy stuff, and they kidnap her because they want to make her contact her mothership and tell them to, I don't know, beam them up or something. I think they want to travel with the aliens. They want to leave Earth. I'm not sure anymore. But yeah, and the whole movie is basically that she's imprisoned, and they try to prove that she's an alien, and also try to make her contact her ship. So yeah, very fun movie, and very fun insight into the mind of people who are too far gone into conspiracy theories. But it's a very fun and refreshing way of explaining and showing this, and I was genuinely surprised a couple of times. Very surprised. I did not expect some things. Very fun movie. Crazy that Emma Stone actually shaved her entire head for this movie. I mean, long hair takes a long while, a long walk to regrow. But yeah, amazing performance. Also the other two guys, especially let's call him the main antagonist. This guy always plays some asshole. He's in Breaking Bad, the guy who shoots the kid because the kid saw what they did. And he's also in a Black Mirror episode where he's also an asshole. Apparently he has like I'm an asshole face or something, and or he's just good at playing the villain. So yeah, super good movie. Definitely watch it 100%. Okay, top. We're also already second place. This one might be controversial for some of you. But for me it's Final Destination Bloodlines. So the reason why this is second place, I am a huge fan of the entire franchise, a huge fan. In fact, so huge that they could release a mediocre movie every year and I would probably still like it. And Final Destination 5 was so long ago, over like I think 15 years almost, and I was so pumped to finally hear it's coming back. And of course there were concerns. Will it be shit? Will it live up to my inner hype? Will they catch the Final Destination essence, or will it be cheap and shit? And boy, oh boy, it exceeded all my expectations. This movie was just such a ride from beginning to the end. It was just such a ride. It was exactly what every Final Destination fan wanted, like exactly, and even more. It was so good. One of the uniquest, maybe even the uniquest story of the entire franchise, after the first one, of course, because the first Final Destination will never be beaten. Why? Because they didn't even know what the story is. A Final Destination, if you haven't maybe seen a trailer back then, you didn't even exactly know what the point is. You know, the first guy dies and you're like, okay, he died, but what now? And then just after time, this entire death is coming for you, story builds up. So of course the first movie will always be the best, but I feel like with Final Destination Bloodlines they really managed to reinvent the story in a way, but still made it exciting. Also, oh my god, the gore, like the scenes were just so crazy. Fuck, man. Like after I finished the movie and we went home, I googled two of the scenes immediately, or searched it up on YouTube and watched them a couple of times because it was just so crazy. Especially the one with the garbage truck. That's all I'm gonna say. That was the craziest ones, but also, oh my god, no wait, that was the second craziest one. The craziest one was the one with the in the hospital. That's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, my boy Murphy from the 100 also played a role in it. Of course not this character, but the same actor. And I liked the actor, so that was cool. We got one legacy actor also, which sadly passed away by now, but it was a perfect ending. I feel like it was such a good way to just say goodbye to his character in the movie, and also just to the actor himself. Perfect ending. And yeah, this movie was so fun. I already rewatched it twice, and absolute banger. And again, okay, maybe if the woman is not too sensible, but this is a movie you can watch with a date, you can watch it with friends, you can watch it alone, you can watch it at a party for fun. Just let it play on the side. Okay, maybe honestly I will take that back. Maybe for a date it's not the best movie, except if she is really into horror movies, then it's a very good one. But maybe you shouldn't. If you don't want the woman to be concerned, maybe this shouldn't be the first movie to suggest at a date. But yeah, such a fun movie, super fun ride, per fucking fact, and I can't wait. And I think they also, this was a test run, and they said there are already 2 new movies planned since this one was just so good. And yeah, it makes sense because the story is kind of open still, or let's say it like this. That's why I said they made a new unique story. The scenario they opened by doing this movie leaves so much room for expanding, and I hope that's what they will do in the next ones. So yeah, I can't wait for the next movies. And by the way, thinking of that, is one movie that isn't on the list is 28 Years Later, and the reason for that is it was okay, but by far not good enough for the top 10 list. And to be honest, it was pretty disappointing because the other 2 movies, I religiously loved them, and it just failed to capture that essence in every aspect. I literally hated almost everything about 28 Years Later, but I have hopes because apparently this was one part of a 3-part movie, and maybe if we see the entire picture, then it makes sense. But as a movie alone, 20 Years Later was garbage, absolute garbage. But yeah, let's see. The next one will come in a couple of weeks. So, and apparently it's gonna be darker. So let's hope for that. But yeah, Final Destination, amazing. Okay, and now last movie on the list. Maybe some of you saw the post and already know which movie is gonna be. But to me, without even, like, this was the easiest from all to choose. To me, the best movie of 2025 was Weapons. Oh my fucking god, how good was this movie? First of all, stacked with stars. The way it had this Tarantino type essence in a way, this chapter-wise storytelling, which many movies try, but a lot failed. For example, sorry guys, some of you will hate me for this, but one battle of another after another was so fucking bad. I hated that movie. Don't get me wrong, Leonardo DiCaprio acting 10 out of 10. This guy carries every movie, but it was just 3 hours of nothing burgers for a couple of good last minutes. But garbage movie. And Weapons did everything one battle tried in 5 million times better. I'm talking about the chapter-based type of storytelling. So yeah, this movie was just so good. It kept you on the edge of your seat, and you just wanted to know what the fuck is going on. And then they switched the chapter, and it's from a different point of view, and you're even more confused. And then suddenly you're in a scene that seems normal, and suddenly something completely weird happens. And like, honestly guys, I'm not gonna spoiler anything in this movie, because no matter if you want or not, I will psychologically force you right now to watch this movie. If you don't watch this movie, you unironically one for the ages, or how do you say? This is one of those legendary ones that, to me at least, will always be unforgotten. And yeah, very, very, like, this movie doesn't even come close to all of these, not even Final Destination. That's the impact it had on me. Such a good movie, and again, I can only recommend you to watch it, because otherwise you definitely missed something in life. Yeah, guys, so that's it for today with the video. I hope you liked watching it. I hope you maybe aren't too offended if I disliked one of your favorite movies or put some shit movies in your opinion on my top 10 list. But yeah, that's my list. Tell me in the comments if you liked it, and tell me also if you maybe want me to do top 10 movies of different years. I can do 22. I could do every year basically. Yeah, if you liked it, tell me in the comments. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.